Hello. My name is Jessie, and look at this, guys. We're making two dishes in one video today. It's spring garlic butter steak bites and a whole roasted Romanesco. And these are the ingredients that you would need for this dish. Screenshot it, or it's also listed below. While the air fryer is being preheated to 400 degrees, we will get the sauce ready. This is 2 tablespoons of our confit garlic that we made together, and I'll insert the video. So it's 2 tablespoons of both garlic and oil. If you don't have it, just use that ratio, 1 tablespoon of oil and 1 tablespoon of garlic. In this oil, I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of the Buttery steakhouse seasoning, 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna use a spoon to mix it up really quickly. And I'm gonna put this in the microwave for 30 seconds just so everything can mingle. Alright, our garlic butter is ready. And this whole dinner was created around this beautiful head of Romanesco. We got it from our CSA box, and every time when I get a head of this, I have to roast it as a whole head. I just cannot bring myself to chop it up and just roast it like a regular cauliflower or broccoli, even though we're gonna chop it up to eat. But I just have to have it as a whole head like this when I cook it. It looks so good and pretty. I'm just gonna mush the garlic a little bit so it would be little bits like this, and we just put it all over this head of Romanesco. While the head is being roasted, we're gonna prep the whole main dish. And then whatever left on this plate, I'm just gonna also, add it back on here. And it would be air fried for 20 minutes at 400 degrees. Let's start prepping this dish. We just have a few ingredients. I have these mushrooms. They're kind of small. I'm just gonna cut them in half, bite size. I like to eat my stems. If you don't, you can cut it off. I got these spring garlics in our CSA box, and they are so good. They like the mild garlic, but it's so fresh. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's so good. So I'm gonna use it instead of garlic in this dish. But if you don't have spring garlic, because it's not all year round, we can add about 3 cloves of garlic. And the mushroom is done. Now the steak bites. This is flat meat. I have about 12 ounces here, and I'm just gonna cube it. This is the best way to have steak without paying for the price of steak. And I sometimes like it more because when you cut it in cubes, you get more searing edges out of it than just a piece of steak. So I'm just gonna cut it cube like this. I would say that about 1.5 inches, but Calvin gonna laugh at me for trying to guesstimate. Just, bite size. However big your bite is, that's fine. So I have 12 ounces of steak, 6 ounces of mushrooms. That's how I portion my meals. I want to have a lot of vegetables. We don't eat a lot of carbs, so this is pretty much the whole meal. And then a side dish would be another vegetable. Okay, so that is done. So in here, I'm gonna be adding 1 teaspoon of the steak seasoning, or you can use your favorite all-purpose for your steak. This is my favorite. Now I'm just gonna mix it really well together, and we're gonna start cooking. This is halfway. Wow, look at that. This is my last bit of the garlic that we made together. I'm gonna miss it. It's so good. So that's about 1 tablespoon. I have my stove on high heat right now. When it's about to be crispy like this, I'm gonna add in my beef. And the minute it hits the pan, we're gonna spread it out right away so it would sear as much as possible. And that's why I chose a big skillet for this instead of a small one, because I want my beef to have room to sear. And I will not touch it for 30 seconds. I promise. See, you want that sear on your meat. Now we're gonna flip it. Wow, look at that sear. Ooh, yummy. But I still want these bites to be medium rare, so I won't be cooking it for long. Now, I'm gonna add in our mushroom. And my favorite part of the dish, not the steak, but the spring garlic. Oh, and these crispy garlic pieces, that's how my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, this dish comes together in less than 5 minutes. We've been on the stove for about 2 minutes. We don't want it to be too long. Now 1 tablespoon of butter. Oh my god. It looks so good. It smells so good. I cannot wait. I'm hungry. As soon as the butter is about to be melted completely, we're gonna turn off the heat. And it's done. Okay, we're gonna pour it out onto our platter. I'm gonna serve it with our Romanesco. And remember not to cook this for too long because it's gonna overcook your steak. The Romanesco is done. And I want mine to be very roasted because I want that crisp. And this is the crispiness here. Oh, look at this, guys. Isn't it gorgeous? And now it's your turn to make it at home.
Okay guys, if you like this video, hit that subscribe button and come back next week for our weekly updates. See you then!